If you're familiar with the world of self-publishing, chances are you've heard the term vanity publishing. But what does it really mean? And in today's world of self-publishing, is it even relevant? Let's dive into the truth about it and discuss why it's something authors should no longer be worried about. So what is vanity publishing? The original meaning of vanity publishing was paying a company to publish your book with little to no involvement in the editorial, marketing, or distribution process. Some of the common characteristics of a vanity publishing company included overpriced services, lack of genuine marketing support, and little to no return on investment for the author. Now, we're not saying that designers and marketers should not be compensated for the services that they provide. However, vanity publishing companies often provided very subpar services in exchange for thousands of dollars with no real benefit to the author or outreach to support their book's goals. The term vanity publishing is very much a misnomer created by those who secured traditional publishing contracts and opportunities and provide some shame around the idea of utilizing self-publishing to get your work in front of your readers. Working with a vanity publisher was once seen as the only alternative for authors who were unable to secure a traditional publishing deal. The publishing landscape has changed dramatically. The barriers to publishing and the gatekeeping around the publishing industry are no longer what they once were. Technology, the internet have both played a large part in helping authors get their projects in front of readers. Ebooks, print on demand, and assisted self-publishing companies like Tellwell allow for authors to retain full creative control without relying on traditional publishers or vanity presses that may turn out a subpar product. There is a vast difference between vanity publishing and self-publishing. Vanity publishing historically was the term used when authors would pay thousands of dollars for services that led to no real results. Self-publishing or assisted self-publishing allows for authors to maintain complete creative control over the editorial, marketing, design, distribution processes. They're able to use reputable platforms like Ingram Spark to distribute their books and get them in the hands of their readers. Now, of course, these are still services that you pay for unless you're taking all of that on yourself. But the difference is that the quality is on par with traditional publishing and it's a market fair price. Self-publishing as we know it today allows for authors to retain all of their rights, profit from the sales of their books, and build their own author brands. The term vanity publishing comes with a negative connotation that suggests self-published authors are only motivated by ego or vanity, not true writing or business sense. But in today's world, self-publishing is a smart business decision. It's about independence and entrepreneurship. It allows for you to take control of your intellectual property, and many of the vanity presses that produced poor quality product and were unable to support their authors through the process have largely disappeared because authors now have access to options. Referring to something as vanity publishing implies that vanity is the motive behind a writer choosing to publish their work. It shows a lack of understanding of the true driving force behind many authors. Because of this, the term is actually based in ignorance. Whether a book is worth publishing requires an understanding of the reasons people write books. And spoiler alert, it's not solely about profit or ego. Of all the ways people can spend their time in this world, writing and publishing a book is hardly synonymous with vanity. It's actually one of the more meaningful and creative pursuits. So what is the real motivation to publish? People write books as tributes, as a celebration, to educate and inform and inspire, or simply to check something off a bucket list. At the end of the day, it is our humanity, not vanity, that propels us to publish books and to share our stories. So with that in mind, How can you avoid a vanity publisher? Vet any publisher or service provider. Look for reviews, read through contracts, evaluate transparency, check out deliverables from other projects that they've worked on. Use trusted platforms, assisted self-publishing companies that offer 100% net royalties, fair pricing, a roster of professional service providers, and the testimonials to back it up. A reputable service provider won't pressure, rather they will meet an author where they're at. If you want the opportunity to experience any sort of commercial success, using an assisted self-publishing company or hiring out services like editing, cover design, illustration, marketing, professional formatting, and distribution are a great way to improve the quality of your book and therefore put your best foot forward in the market. Vanity publishing is no longer a relevant term that represents the self-publishing landscape as it stands today. This exploitative practice that takes advantage of authors' desire to be published has been misused to label legitimate assisted self-publishing services. Self-publishing can be such a rewarding route for authors, as long as they're educated, careful about services they use, and motivated by the right things. If this video brought you clarity, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, turn on the post notifications, and get your free guide to self-publishing in the description below. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!